Welcome to GI Blueprint X. In today's video, we are going to do an exciting part of this tutorial, which is actually elevations of this building. So basically, there are 4 elevations in the building. We have the west, south, north, east. And the way we do elevations is that we move either to first story or ground story. Any of the stories you're okay with, and you're going to navigate to documents. Generally, ArchiCAD comes with default elevations, and I don't like using those default elevations. That's one thing I will say. So I like using my own elevations, so I just get rid of all the default elevations, delete viewpoint. I just delete all of them anyway. I don't need them, so I like to get rid of them so I don't have so many documentations that I'm not using. Just get rid of them. Same here, I'm going to get rid of these elevations. So these are things I'm going to get rid of. Then I'm going to navigate to ground story, which is here, and a little bit to foundation story, which is here. I'll take a circle tool, move to the center of my blueprint, which can be here, and I just want to draw out an area like somewhere here, and I just want to format an area. So this area, I want to actually put things in this structure that I would like to see in my elevations. So for example, I'm going to go to objects. Here I'm going to type in trees, and I'll select this type of trees, the first one, which is palm tree. Click OK. I would like to put them around this perimeter. So anything like that, I would like to put it around this perimeter. And secondly, I would like to set the height. Use something like 0.7 is ideal. Then I'm going to still keep on placing. So I just want to place as many of them as possible. So just place it around palm trees. Once I'm done, I'm going to go back to objects and I'll place this other type of trees. So I'll just place them here. So I want to place them in a circle. I'll just go around and do that same stuff. I'm going to move to objects. I'll take the next kind of trees, which will be this model. I haven't used this model yet, so I'm going to click on it and just go around once. So I'll just have to click multiple times and go around one. So I'm going to wait for it to load because I went faster than the processing speed of the machine. Move to objects. And what have I not placed yet? This pine tree, right? I'm going to click on this pine tree and I'm going to place them around this perimeter. Okay, so once I'm done, I'm going to make sure that this is really far from the border of my building. Get rid of all these not elevations and get rid of them. Just delete their viewpoint. The first elevation will be this section. So I want to draw from this point here to this point, and I'm viewing from down. Select on this and type in, select on this, scroll through this. On ID, I'm going to type in front view. Press enter. So it's going to give me this vibe of a front view. Then I'm going to move to this side beneath here, still on elevation, and I'm going to draw in from this side, viewing from top. Select on the icon and I'm going to scroll through this. Instead of E05, I'm going to type in rear view. Other people can call it back view. Any of them is great. On my left side, which is this, I'm going to select on elevation from this point to this point, and I'm going to select on E06, come this way, and I'm going to type left view. Press enter, and I'm going to have my left view this way. Repeat the same procedure on this other side. I'm going to select from this point to this point, and then I'm going to shift it a little bit behind. Scroll from this point to E07 and type in right view. Press enter. So I use my hand orientation So I know my left and my right, I know my front and my back. So that's just how I view my building. Then on elevations, you are going to see that you have front view, which is this. You have the left view, which is this, the rear view, and the right view. This is what the trees behind actually does to my structure. So you look at it, they are just trees behind that have been created. So at times I even select the trees, Ctrl+Shift+D on my keyboard, and I try to move the trees to different points that can make the building look more better. Like for example, this tree, I would like to place it here. I'll shift them a little bit. Maybe this one I want it to be a little bit inside. Yeah, so I would just like to maybe make a copy, Ctrl+Shift+D. See that our staircase is covered and we don't want that scenario. So select on the stair, choose a particular point like this edge here, change to subtraction. So you want to subtract from probably this area this way. You want to start subtracting from here to the edge of the staircase this way. So you have something this way, which is actually pretty good. I'm going to move into elevations. So you're going to click the first elevation, which is your front view. Allow it to load. You're going to have something like this. Generally I don't like all these how they call it, dimensions, so I'm just going to move to viewport, documents, dimensions, Ctrl+A, get rid of them. Then equally I want to get rid of things like this axis line. I don't want to use axis line for this structure, so I'm just going to get rid of axis lines. And I'm going to right click on this elevation, move down to elevation settings. Very important. On general settings, I'm going to move, this is front view, everything is okay on this point. Instead of infinite, navigate down to limited. We want the height of this to be at least 10 meters, and we want it to start from negative 0.28 from ground floor. Reason being that our ground beam is 0.2, so we think negative 0.28 is ideal and it's really good for it. So this is because the 10 is because we have 2 stories here, so 3 meters, maximum roofing 4 meters at angle 30 for that project. So we are going to put it that way. Once done, we are going to click OK to first see what is going to happen. So you see that our footings will be cut off. That's one nice thing, our footings will be cut off. We can actually shift this and bring it a little bit upward to be somewhere here. Move to model appearances. We want to change for cut elements. We want to make sure that it's selected. Cut fill, we'll make sure that we change it to uniform surface color. Then we are going to move to uncut fill. On uncut fill, we're going to change from this to uniform pen color fill non-shaded, which is very important. For the background windows, I want to change the color to something interesting. Probably I like using this dark color. On the uniform uncut pen, I want to select these and change the color to use the dark color. On surface cover field background, I would like to select it and just navigate down a little bit. To fit distance elements, I want to select that, change it to uniform color pens, change it to uniform pen color field. And for pen color, I like to change it to something like this, right? Once done, I'm going to click OK. And we're going to have something as crazy as this. So this happened because we changed something to black. So I want to show you how to correct it. Go back to elevation settings, click on elevation settings. This pen color field, you're not supposed to change it to black. You're supposed to put it under white such that it's okay. So click OK. You're going to see it's going to change instantly, right? So now you have your plan, which is looking very good. But now you have issues because your beams are actually showing, and this is really causing a big problem. You can see here your beams are actually not showing well, and it's not nice. So that happens because you have actually hidden your layers. So on your ground floor plan, you have hidden some layers such as your beam layers. So you have created the layers and you have muted them, right? So to solve that, you move to options, go to element attributes, layer model views, and go to beam. So that's actually beam model. So click on beam, you're going to select that. It's going to select, which will be pretty good. Once done, click OK, and you're going to see your model is going to correct to fit actually what you want. Like you see this now, the elevation is looking beautiful, but not to my taste. Why? Because I need to still do something. I want to select this line and go with it a little bit below. So I'll select a line tool. I'll start drawing from this point here to somewhere this way. Right click, press OK. So I just want to extend this line to any point this way and extend this line to any point this way. Once I'm done, I'm just going to select this and drag it to this line, and we'll have something as beautiful as this. So what do I do next? What I do next is very important. Right now we can see that through our structures we can see things inside. It means that if there is a door inside, we can see through the window, which is actually not the best for structures. So you're going to move to 3D models, select Windows, Control A on your keyboard, double click on Windows, and then you're going to move to basic Windows settings, which is this, and you're going to scroll through this and look for where you saw your glass. So generally this thing is found here under model attributes. So you want to change your clear fast glass to something like satin. Once done, you want to click OK, and it's going to correct that for the windows. So you have your principal elevation all set. You're going to move to the next one, which is rear view. So you're going to move to rear view and do the same thing. Right click, move to elevation settings. Under elevation settings, you're going to move to general settings, and you're going to set to limited. Bring this to 10. Here you're going to type in -0.28. Move to model appearances, do the same procedure. From here you make sure you choose uniform scale. Move down to the next, make sure you choose uniform pen scale. Under back, make sure you select uniform pen line, uniform this. Under pen fill color, you want to use white, which will take your normal windows. Under uncut fill line pen, you just want to allow it that way. Put fit elements, yes, choose this to uniform. Select the color to anything this. Once done, you're going to click surface fill background. You don't want to choose anything, click OK. One of the things you don't really like to have in your structure is these lines that are funny, so you want to get rid of these lines. So you're going to see that you really have problems with some things here, like the beams are not well positioned, the columns have issues, like this column this way. It's supposed to end at 3 meters, but it hasn't ended at 3 meters. To solve this problem, you just have to go to option, element, attribute, layer, models. Probably your beam layer is closed for this project, so you're going to click OK, and that problem is going to be solved instantly. Okay, for this column has a little bit of issue because it's going to get to this wall. So you want to actually reduce the column to this point here, such that you have just this column this way. I think everything here is pretty good. You're going to actually draw this line beneath, and then you're going to choose a line tool, select from this point this way. Probably you want to start drawing from somewhere here, so maybe somewhere this way. Right click, OK. Once done, you're going to select from here and draw it right up to this point. Get rid of these pretty small dimensions that are giving you headache. Select on documents, navigate down to somewhere called dimensions, Control A, get rid of them. I'm going to select on dimensions, Control A. I want to get rid of all these dimensions that are giving me a hard time here. Then right click, move to elevation settings. I want to change this one to this, and as we said last time, move same here. I want to change it to uniform pen color, and I want the color to be white. Probably use uniform uncut line paints. I want to select that. Surface background fill, yes. Fade from distance, anything that is distant the way I want to fade it, and I want to use this uniform. I want to fade it to this color hash, and that's it. Surface cover fill background, yes, accept that. So once done, I'm going to click OK, and probably I'm going to have everything set out. So I have my elevations for this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to choose on line tool, select from this point somewhere here, and draw across to somewhere this way. Right click, press OK, select this same point this way. I would like to extend a little bit to somewhere this way. Once done, I'm going to select from this point here. We're going to move to the last type, which is right view lines. Second thing I'm going to do is to select on dimensions, Control A to get rid of all the dimensions on this plan. The next thing I'm going to do is click on elevations, move to elevation settings. Under model appearances, I'm going to start with general first. Under general, I'm going to move to limited height 10 meters, negative 0.28. Once done, I'm going to move to model appearances, change from this to uniform color, select this, change from this to uniform color shaded. Background, I want to use white for this background, select uniform pen line, select uniform background covering, move to fade distance, accept. I want to change this to uniform pen color, make sure this is this background. Once done, I'm going to accept surface fill cover, click OK, and I'm going to have my plan well set up. Well, I'm going to have something like this, and I'll have to just shift this a little bit below this. So I'll take a line, so I'll select under documents, get a line. I like to start drawing from this edge, so select from this edge and maybe start drawing from here so anywhere, maybe somewhere here. Right click, OK. Then I'm going to drag from this point right up to this line. Something I'm equally going to do with all the elevation is that I'm going to select on the elevation, click on elevation settings, move down to story levels. On this point, I'm going to unactivate everything, click OK. Once I do that, I'm going to right click, move down to elevation range,